loud. I just like blew myself up in the headphones. For real. I did. Let's go. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Is it weird that the best part of the show, for me, is always right at the beginning? Right? It's like that moment of anticipation when we first go live and it's like, karate chop, blah, 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 blah. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is a Wednesday. That's right. Today is Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. And what's crazy, dude, seriously, think about this. What's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Listen, my friends, we are 86 days away. 86 days away from a launch of the next level for hashtag Rise and Grind. The next level for this group, the next level for the show, just the whole evolution process that we've been going through over the last almost going on, it'll be 2 years in January. This whole evolutionary process that we've been going on, it is going to evolve, explode, expand 86 days from right now, which is super incredible. And so I've been asking you, my friends, to do me a couple favors. I've been asking you to invite your friends into the group, which I want to thank you because you've been doing a phenomenal job of doing exactly that. Here's our analytics. I wanted to share with you this morning some wins. As you can see, we've had a massive spike the last couple of days. We've officially broke the 28,000 mark. We've been hanging around that 27,600 members. So we've added 445 members here in the last 28 days, which is incredible. Most of those have been added just in the last couple of days. So you guys have been inviting your friends, which I really appreciate. Also, as you can see here on the top, we've had 39.5 thousand posts, comments, and reactions in the last 28 days, which is incredible. We're up 33%. The member engagement is through the roof. You guys have been posting all kinds of incredible motivational pics like this one here that says unleash your potential. This one here that says enjoy the little things. For one day, you may look back and realize they were the big things. We've also got this one that says when passion meets inspiration, an obsession is born. And then we've got this that says switch your mentality from I'm broken and helpless to I'm growing and healing, and watch how fast your life changes for the better. So we've had massive engagement in the group, which is what I've been asking you guys for 80. It started with 88 days, and now for 86 more days, I am asking you to help me launch hashtag Rise and Grind to the next level. And you can do that by inviting your friends to the group, which keep in mind they have to accept the invite. Just because you sent it doesn't put them in. So lean on them a little bit. How can you lean on them? Just by posting. Just make posts. Make posts about hashtag Rise and Grind and how it's important to you, how it's impacted you, how it's affected your lives, things like that. I've been getting a lot of messages from people sharing their stories with me, which is incredible. Share those stories online as well. And let's just continue to throw some fuel on this incredible movement, man. I'm super excited. You guys are really stepping up as a group, which I truly appreciate. It means the world to me, and it is going to help. I'm telling you, this launch is going to be absolutely spectacular. Last night, my daughter asked me a question. She said, "Hey, Dad," because she's 9 years old now, right? She's 9 years old now, and she's starting to want to weasel her way into a cell phone. And so she said, "Hey, Dad, how old were you when you got your first phone?" And I looked at her and I said, "Well, honey, to be 100% honest with you, I can't specifically remember exactly the age that I was when I got my first phone, but I was roughly 26-ish." She wasn't expecting that answer. I was roughly 26 years old when I first got my very first phone. I got a BlackBerry. I remember I got a BlackBerry phone when I was 31. I was 31 years old. That was the first time I was ever able to like go on the internet with my phone. Prior to that, I had a phone that I could make phone calls with. And I actually remember telling people, like, when they had these phones with the internet, I'm like, dude, my phone is my phone. It's just used to dial and make phone calls and send text messages. That's it. That's it. That's all it's for. I remember being a big advocate that a phone should be a phone and it shouldn't be anything more. But when I gave her that answer, she was shocked and surprised. It wasn't the answer she wanted to hear. She wanted to hear that I was like 9, so she could go get a phone today, which we're not going to do. My kids have not even, other than Netflix, my kids haven't been on the internet. None of my kids have been on the internet yet. We will introduce them to that in time, but I feel like sometimes it can expose our children too fast to too many things. So as of right now, she's not going to be getting a phone. She didn't like my answer, but her question was really, really interesting to me. And it made me think, like, I haven't thought about this in a while, but the iPhone actually just came out 12 years ago. Do you realize that? Like, the iPhone came out in 2007, just 12 years ago. And we're talking about a phone that is completely revolutionized, transformed, and changed the world. Like, completely changed the world. And this caused some like thought-provoking things for me, right? It caused me to start thinking of some different things. I was like, man, that's incredible that the iPhone's only been out for 12 years and it's transformed the world. So we're going to dive into that a little bit today. But before we do, let's dance, my friends. You guys ready? For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all we got to do to change the way people start their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me. I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. What's up, Casey Rossiter? How you doing, Mr. Brian Ben Stock? What's up, Brad Smith? Cindy Conley's up in here. What's up, Don Sankey, Nathaniel Banks, and Jeff Baker? How you doing, Angela Venters Heath? I see my man Adam Brown is up in here. What's up, Terry Collins? How you doing, Jeremy George? Joanna Hamilton is up in here. How you doing, Sean Weatherby and Mike Stevens, Cece Eberly, Liza Myers-Borges, Jim Royal, and my man Josh Raymond Cope is up in here. Eric Willeroy is up in here. Kurt Cahill. We got 84 people up in here watching on the live, which I love. Yesterday we broke 100. Maybe we can break 100 again today. What's up, Beth Workman? How are you? Make sure you share. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you throw in the hearts and the likes. What's up, Rick Berman and Stephanie Cross? I'm going to see you today, Rick Berman. I'm so excited. What's up, Jesse I Can Sparkman and Rick Tamborino? That's what's up. Everybody's up in here today on hashtag Rise and Grind. Man, I just want to golly, that song moves me. What's up, Scott Hulbert? That's what I'm talking about. Christopher Campbell's up in here. Woo! Let's go. Everybody feeling that? Woo! All right, we got that energy. Holy smokes, I didn't expect that song to get me moving like that. I knew we needed a new song, but my goodness. So I'm having this conversation with my daughter. I'm thinking about how iPhones have transformed the world, the accessibility that we now have to info. This was just 12 years ago. We have all this accessibility to information, the expectations that other people now have of you have completely changed, right? Like you used to be able to just disappear, go off the grid. Like my mom had no way of reaching me for years when I was like out in the roads and traveling and all that stuff. Like times have changed, right? Now people have expectations. It's like if they call you, you are now required to call them back, right? Like people can just intrude, not necessarily in a bad way, but they can intrude into your life whenever they want and set that expectation, right? We have the inability to hide. You no longer have the ability to make any excuses. Excuses have gone out the window. You can't say, well, I didn't know. You can't say, well, I didn't have access to the info. You can't say, well, I wasn't able to learn. Like you have no excuses. There's no excuses for a lack of success. There's no excuses for a lack of connections. There's no excuses for a lack of network. All of those excuses have gone out of the window. And this is all in just 12 years, my friends. Like it has created so many opportunities, all of the opportunities that it affords to be able to have a computer in your pocket, which my man Brian Benstock, I know he understands this, to have a computer in your pocket, to have the world at your fingertips. It has completely transformed the universe. It's completely transformed my life, 100%. I mean, look at the things that we do now. Look at this show. Look at how it's grown, how you guys continue to add members. We're getting ready to launch something that's going to make a global impact. Like everything is completely changed. And see, the thing is, I never would have known it. I never would have known it when I first got a cell phone, a smartphone in my hand. I never would have known that it was going to have this ability to transform my life to the point where now, 90% of the work that I do is done from my phone. It's crazy. And what's interesting is over time, it just kind of like happened, right? It just happened. Phones, computers, my studio, this rise and grind thing, like it just happened. Sometimes in our relationships, like my wife, right? I just met her. She was a bartender, and then she was my girlfriend, and next thing you know, she was my wife. And these kids, and we have 7 of them now, and my relationship with God has continued to grow. Like all of these things just kind of happened. It all just started one day, and then over time, everything transformed. From girlfriend to wife, from babies to my kids going on being a teenager, from a closet show, hashtag rise and grind, starting in a closet, to a global movement. And see, here's the thing is the same thing is happening in your life. I'm not the only one. And the same thing happens in your business. I meant to grab my plaque. January 11th, 2011, I started working at this dealership in Paris, Kentucky, population 9,600 people. And when I started working there, that dealership was selling roughly about 120 cars a month, which is an average store. That's a good store. You can make a good profit at 120 cars a month. But fast forward 5 years, actually 6 years, and in December of 2016, this same store was selling over 800 cars. Like, we just started making little tweaks, applying little things, and over time, it transformed. Like it completely transformed to something else. And what's interesting is as these things happen in our life, these transformations that we don't realize are going on, like at the time, we look back in the future and then we can see how our lives were transformed, right? We can look back now and go, okay, 12 years ago, they introduced the iPhone and the smartphone, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then I got one, and then my kids got one, and then they came with the iPad. We can see it looking back, but while we're going through this transformation, we don't even necessarily recognize that this is going to be a life-altering or life-shifting transformation. We never know as we're going through it. Only after it grabs hold of us do we see it, right? And so I want to ask a question this morning. What if we reversed it? Like, what if we started with the end in mind, knowing that a transformation was going to occur no matter what? Would it be easier or would it be harder? Because I know a lot of us think, okay, well, if I knew the end result and I knew for sure that that's how it was going to go, I think a lot of people think that it would be easier. But I'm here to challenge that this morning. I'm here to really challenge it because I think that sometimes when we set an expectation, if we know, if we just assume that something is going to happen, we just assume, I think we let off the gas a little bit. I think we let off the gas just a little bit if we're like, okay, we just know for a fact, no matter what I do, that this is going to be a transformative idea. This concept is going to transform my life and others, period. And it's just going to happen. I think if things happened that way, I think we'd let off the gas. I think that there's power in the unknown. I think there's power in the transformation. I think there's growth in the struggles of not knowing, is this going to work? Is this really going to happen? You see, I do believe in seeing the end. I do believe that. But I think if we knew, without a doubt, where the transformation was going to happen, I don't think we'd do it. It's really interesting. It's an interesting concept. I used to gamble a lot. And I was a big time gambler. And I remember thinking, if I knew for a fact that I was going to win every single time, I probably wouldn't gamble so much. Isn't that strange? I'd probably do it for a while and I'd amass however much money I wanted to amass winning at gambling. But to be honest with you, there's thrill in the fact that you can lose. There's growth in the fact that you could lose. There's struggle in the fact that you could lose. I think if God wanted us to just know the transformation was going to happen in the end and not go through any of the struggle, I think he would have made it that way. Interesting, right? So I think my point is, what I want you to stop trying to do is stop trying to figure it all out, man. Stop trying to figure out exactly how you're going to get to the end, exactly where the transformation is going to happen, exactly what all the steps are that you have to put in place. It is holding you back. I want you to stop trying to figure it all out. And instead, I want you to just start today. Just start. I want you to create something that's new for you. It might just change the world if you just start today. You see, every single day I write down in my planner, every single day. What's up, Greg Walker? Great to see you, sir. Every single day. What's up, Bill McLean? Every single day, I write in my planner, I am a creator, powerful beyond measure. I write that down every single day. I am a creator, powerful beyond measure. Now, I write down other goals. I write down my yearly goals, my monthly goals, my daily goals. But just underneath the goals, which again, this is just my prop planner. But right here in my prop planner, right underneath the yearly, there's a little spot. There's a little space. Oh, sorry, wrong camera. There's a little space right here, right underneath the yearly. There's a little space. And every single day, I write down, I am a creator, powerful beyond measure. And every day, I create. Every day. Every day, I create something new. This show, I wake up at 3:50 a.m. I go upstairs, I do my morning 5. And when I get done with the morning 5, I sit down and I write this show. I write this show at like 4:30, 4:40 a.m., somewhere right around there. I jump in the car at 5. I drive to the studio. I'm here at 5:15. I build it. and I go live at 5:30. I have tried mapping out these shows ahead of time. I have tried creating the content for these shows ahead of time. I have tried having it all worked out, knowing the end game of every single episode ahead of time. And I can tell you, the delivery sucks. It makes me not as agile. I'm not as flexible. I'm not as natural. I'm not as connected. It doesn't work for me. So now I create a new show every single day. Every single day. That's what I do. I write. I create because I'm a creator. You see? And now that I've been doing this for so long, it's become normal. This is just my new normal. And my creations are all being blessed. They're all being blessed. And see, there's confidence in being able to create, right? Like I have this additional confidence knowing going in that I'm going to be able to create. I know that I can create life, right? I got lots of them. I know that I can create life. That gives me confidence. I know that I can create income. I'm able to generate income. I'm able to create income. I know that I can create that. I have that ability. That gives me confidence. I know that I can create strong relationships and strong bonds. I know that I have that ability. I know that I can create movements like hashtag rise and grind. I know that I can create things that are going to shift the world and shift the universe. I know that I can create works of art, right? I'm not an artist, but I can create works of art. I know that I can create books. I know that I can create connections. I know that I can create softwares and different things like different coaching platforms. Like I know that I can create all these things. I know that. And that gives me my confidence to just start. But it took time. It took creating a habit. And that's what I want to share with you today. Please stop trying to figure it all out in the end. Because honestly, if you knew how everything was going to end up, there'd be no growth. You'd lose all the experiences. So you are a creator. You are a creator, man. And there's so much confidence when you create on a daily basis. So I want you to start today. You see, we were designed to create. We were built by a creator. It says it right there in the Bible. I created my children in my image. He is the creator. You are a creator, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. So I'm going to challenge you today to start because I know that there are things inside you that are going to tear holes in the universe if you do.
Now, some of the things that's going to happen when you look out and see what can I contribute to, what can I give, I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a voice that's saying, it's just no use. It's out of control now. There will be a voice telling you that you'll be wasting your time and wasting your energy and wasting your effort. I say don't listen to it. Listen to that still small voice that says, I can do something, and I ought to do it. We ought to do it. Disraeli said this. Nothing can resist the will of a people that will stake even their existence on the extent of their purpose for good. I strongly believe that all of us have some work to do, that each one of us showed up to do something, that each one of us showed up to contribute something to life, and that if we don't do it, it will not be done. Be it that you want to help and contribute to youth or do something for the homeless, whatever you want to do, if you get up in the morning out of a sense of ouughtness and decide that I am an opening for the universe, that life can work through and use me as a channel and as an instrument for change.
How will you serve the world? What do they need that your talent can provide? That's all you have to figure out. I can tell you from experience, the effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. You are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. And after you walk through those doors today, you will only ever have two choices: love or fear. Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
Begin to see yourself as an opening for the universe to move through, to work through, to make a difference in life. See yourself being used by life to improve the quality of life, to expand and to grow.
The impossible is truly possible. There are so many great stories and examples of kids.
The impossible is truly possible. Listen, my friend, I believe in you. I do. I believe that you were uniquely placed here to create a ripple in the universe. I believe that you are the 2007 iPhone. I do. I believe that. I believe that over time, if you just start now, if you'll just start now, over time, we're going to look back and we're going to go, man, that Jeff Baker, that Greg Walker, that Sarah Ball, that Douglas Chitrin, that Raymond Culp, that Brian Hess, that Ray Hatcher, that Janelle Griego, they've completely transformed our world. I believe that about you. Because, see, there's something I know. I know that you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the one that made everything. He made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And see, he's given you gifts and talents and abilities that no one else has. He's giving you a purpose that no one else has. No one else. Brian Benstock, there's only one in the world. Sandra Benstock, there's only one in the world, right? My friends Lisa, my friends Danelle and Shaka and all these other earth movers and world shakers, there's only one. My man Les Brown, there's only one. There's only one you. And if you don't start now, going out and and just doing the thing, right? Whatever that thing is for you, if you don't start now, the rest of us are impacted by it. The rest of us will not get to experience this incredible existence to its fullest if you don't do your part. Does it make sense? I know sometimes it seemingly seems small. The little decisions that you make each day might seem small, but they really are making an impact. They're making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. They've made a massive impact on me, dude. Look at this. Look at what we do every morning. It's incredible. And it's all thanks to you. It really, really is. So I personally, profoundly and truly love you for what you do. I do. For your place on this earth as my brother and as my sister. For your purpose. I absolutely stinking love what you've done in my life and for my family. I do. So if nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. Listen, go out there and be the change. If you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, go to glennlundy.com. Don't forget, we are 86 days away from an incredible launch and I need your help. So invite friends to the group. Make sure you post in the group at least once a day and comment and like on other people's posts. We got to get the engagement way up. Keep an eye out for some giveaways that we've got coming up forward. But most importantly, will you come back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m.? Can we do this all over again? Hey, and hit that like button. See, look, it says we only have 39 likes on this show. That's the part that I don't get. Maybe you have to like it after, or I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. But most importantly, go out there and have an incredible day today. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind.